दुनिया सारे संसार की आज भी देते हो बाबा पालना साकार की आज भी देते हो बाबा पालना साकार की सेवा में सदा साथ का अनुभव सबको कराते रहते हो
Om Shanti. Essence, sweet children, the power of yoga is needed in the sweat of knowledge, for only then can there be victory. When there is the power of yoga in this knowledge, it will definitely affect people. Essence, sweet children, the power of yoga is needed in the sweat of knowledge, for only then can there be victory. When there is the power of yoga in this knowledge, it will definitely affect people. Question: you are God's messengers. What message do you have to give to the whole world? You are God's messengers. What message do you have to give to the whole world? Answer: give the whole world the message that God has said. All of you must consider yourselves to be souls. Renounce body consciousness. Remember me, your Father, and the burden of sins on your heads will be removed. You will become pure by having remembrance of the one Father. Only the children who are introverted can give everyone this message. Om Shanti. The Father has explained that no human being, neither one with divine virtues, nor one with devilish traits, can be called God. You children know that those with divine virtues are in the golden age, and that those with devilish traits are in the iron age. This is why Baba had it written. Are you one with divine virtues or one with devilish traits? Are you golden aged or iron aged? These things are very difficult for people to understand. You can explain the picture of the ladder very well. Your arrows of knowledge are very good, but they do need power just as a sword has strength. Some have a very sharp edge. The sword of Guru Gobind Singh was sent abroad. They take that sword around. They keep it very clean. Some swords only cost 2 paisas. The swords that have power are very sharp, it very clean. Some swords only cost 2 paisas. Sorry. The swords that swat around, sorry. The swords that have power are very sharp, they cost a lot. It is the same with you children. Some have a lot of knowledge, but they lack the power of yoga. Those who are poor and in bondage remember Shiv Baba a lot. They lack knowledge, but they do have a lot of power of yoga. They are becoming Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. The example of Arjuna and the bill is shown. The bill became more skillful than Arjuna in shooting arrows. Arjuna means those who live at home and listen every day. Those who lived outside became cleverer. People bow down in front of those whose knowledge has that power. It would be said to be distinct. When someone fails or goes bankrupt, they blame it on destiny. Together with knowledge, the power of yoga is also needed. If there isn't power, you are like a cookerel jnani. Some children also feel that some love their husband and some love someone else. They are very clever in knowledge, but they have a lot of conflict inside. Here, you have to remain completely ordinary. While seeing everything, it is as though you see nothing. You only love the one Father. This is why it is remembered. Let your hands do the work and your heart be in remembrance. While working at your office, let your intellect remember that you are a soul. The Father has ordered, continue to remember me. On the path of devotion too, while doing their work, they continue to remember one or other of their special beloved deities. Those are stone idols. They don't have souls in them. Lakshmi and Narayan are also worshipped. They too are stone idols. Ask them, where are their souls? You now understand that they are definitely here with names and forms. Through the power of yoga, you are now becoming pure deities. You also have your aim and objective. Secondly, the Father explains the ocean of knowledge and the Ganges of knowledge only exist at this most auspicious confluence age. They only exist at the one time. The ocean of knowledge only comes at the most auspicious confluence of each cycle. The incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the ocean of knowledge. He surely needs a body so that he can speak. However, there is no question of water. You receive this knowledge at the confluence age, and the rest have devotion. Those on the path of devotion even worship the water of the Ganges. Only the one Father is the purifier. He only comes once when the old world has to change. You need an intellect to be able to explain this to someone. You have to churn the ocean of knowledge in solitude. about what should be written so that people can understand that only Shiva is the ocean of knowledge, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. When he comes, his children, who become Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, imbibe knowledge and become the Ganges of knowledge. There are many Ganges of knowledge who continue to relate this knowledge. Only they can show the way to salvation. You cannot become pure by bathing in water. This knowledge only exists at the confluence age. You need methods to explain this. You need to be very introverted, renounce the consciousness of bodies, and consider yourselves to be souls. At this time, you would say that you are effort makers. By remembering the Father, your sins will be absolved, and then the war will begin, by which time everyone should have received the message. Only Shiv Baba gives the message. God is called the messenger. You enable this message to reach everyone. Consider yourselves to be souls and have yoga with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. And the Father promises that your sins of birth after birth will be cut away. The Father sits here and tells you this through the mouth of Brahma. What would the Ganges of water explain? The unlimited Father is explaining to the unlimited children. In the golden age, you were so wealthy and prosperous. Now you have become unhappy and poverty stricken. This is an unlimited matter. All of those pictures, etc., belong to the path of devotion. The paraphernalia of the path of devotion also had to be created. To study the scriptures and to perform worship is all devotion. I do not teach you the scriptures, etc. I give you impure ones the knowledge to make you pure. Consider yourselves to be souls. Both souls and bodies are now impure. Now remember the Father, and you will become deities. Your attachment to your bodies and to all your old relationships has to end. You used to sing, when you come, I will not listen to anyone else. I will have all relationships with you alone, and I will forget all bodily beings. The Father is now reminding you of your promise. The Father says, only by having yoga with me will all your sins be absolved, and will you then become the masters of the new world. This is your aim and objective. Together with being kings, subjects too have to be created. The kings also need maids and servants. The Father continues to explain all of these things to you. If you don't stay in yoga, well, if you don't imbibe divine virtues, how would you climb a high status? In a home, there is fighting and quarreling due to one reason or another. The father writes, it is because you have fighting and quarreling in your home that this knowledge doesn't stay. Baba asked, are both husband and wife moving along well? Your behavior has to be very good. There should not be the slightest trace of anger. There is now so much upheaval and peacelessness in the world. If some of you become cleverer, in this knowledge and yoga, then others will also begin to remember Baba a lot more. You will develop a very good practice of this and your intellects will become broad and unlimited. Baba doesn't like small pictures as much. All the pictures should be large. Put them outside in the main places, just as they have large posters for the films. Make very good pictures so that they do not get spoiled at all. Make a very large picture of the ladder and put it in a place where everyone can see it. Use such strong paint that they do not fade or get wet. Put these at the main places, or if there is an exhibition somewhere, then 2 to 3 main pictures are enough. In fact, you should make this picture of the cycle as large as the wall, even if it takes 8 to 10 men to carry it. Then anyone who sees it from a distance will be able to see everything clearly. There aren't so many religions in the Golden Age. They come later on. At first, there are very few people in heaven. You can explain very well whether it is now heaven or hell. Continue to explain to whoever comes. Let there be big pictures. Look how they have made such huge statues of the Pandavas. You too are Pandavas. Shiv Baba teaches you at the confluence age that Sri Krishna is the first prince of the golden age. By explaining this, you establish your kingdom. Some live while studying. When someone in a school is unable to study, he leaves. Here, too, there are many who have left this study. So would they not go to heaven? I am the master of the world, and if they hear even 2 words from me, they would definitely go to heaven. As you progress further, many will listen. A whole kingdom is being established exactly as it was in the previous cycle. You children understand that you have climbed and lost the kingdom many times. You were like diamonds and have now become like shells. Bharat was like a diamond. What has happened to it now? It would be the same Bharat, would it not? This confluence is called the most auspicious age. There are also the most elevated of all human beings. All the rest are degraded. Those who are worthy of worship have now become worshippers. They take 84 births. Those bodies have finished and the souls have become Tamo Pradhan. When they are Sato Pradhan, they are not worshipped. They are in the living form. You now remember Shiv Baba in the living form. Then, when you become worshippers, you will worship stone. Baba is now in the living form. Then you will make a stone image of him and worship that. Devotion begins in the kingdom of Ravan. They are the same souls, but they have continued to adopt different bodies. Devotion begins when you fall. Baba then comes and gives you knowledge, and the day begins. Brahmins then become deities. You would not be called deities now. Brahma does not exist in the golden age. Brahma is doing tapasya here. He too is a human being. Shiv Baba is only called Shiva. Even when he is in this one, he is called Shiva. He cannot be given any other name. Shiv Baba only enters this one. He is the ocean of knowledge. He gives you knowledge through the body of Brahma. So, the pictures, etc., have to be made with great understanding. The writing on them is useful. Is the purifier the ocean of water or rivers of water? Or is it the ocean of knowledge and the Ganges of knowledge, the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris that have emerged from him? The Father gives knowledge to them alone. Those who become Brahmins through Brahma then become deities. You also have to show a very big picture of the variety form image. This is a main picture. Baba explains, sweet children, you have to make your intellect civil. When Baba sees that someone has a criminal eye, he knows that that one will not be able to continue. Scarcely anyone understands that you souls are now becoming Trikaldarshi. You are very foolish. You divorce the Father. You children understand that a kingdom is being established. All are needed in that. At the end, you will have visions of everything. First class maids and servants will also be created. First class maids will sustain Krishna. There will be all types of maids, those who wash the dishes, those who feed him, those who clean everything. They will all emerge from here. The first number will definitely climb a good status. You have that feeling. Baba feels from some children that although they conduct the Murlis very well, they lack yoga. Some women go ahead of their husbands. When someone is in knowledge, he or she would say, Baba, the other wheel is not all right. You have to caution one another. This is a family path. The couple has to match. You have to make others the same as yourselves. At the end, you will even forget the world. You understand that you are swans and that others are storks. Some have one defeat and others have another defeat. There is a tug of war. It requires a lot of effort. It is very easy. You receive liberation in life in a second. Without spending a penny, you can climb the highest status of all. Those who are those who are poor continue to do very good service. You know who came empty-handed. Those who brought a lot are no longer here today, whereas the poor ones are climbing a very good status. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana 1. In order to fill the sweat of knowledge with the power of yoga, become introverted while you do everything and practice. I am a soul. I, a soul, have received the Father's orders to remember Him alone constantly. Have true love for the one Father. Break your attachment away from your body and bodily relations. 2. While living at home with your family, caution one another. Become a swan and climb a high status. Remove any trace of anger. Make your intellect civil. Blessing. May you be bodiless and not conscious of doing anything, but be a detached observer, making your physical organs act. Enter your body when you want and become bodiless when you want. When you have to act, take the support of your physical organs. But do not forget that it is you, the soul, that is taking its support to make everything happen. Just as you have others do something for you and you are separate from them. In the same way, be a detached observer and make your physical organs act, and you will become bodiless and not conscious of doing anything. While doing anything, practice being bodiless for even 1 or 2 minutes in between, and you will receive a lot of help in the final moments. Slogan. In order to become a world emperor, become one who gives Sakash to the world. In order to become a world emperor, become one who gives Sakash to the world. Om Shanti.
तेरे प्यार में डूबारे होता है बाबा दिल हमारा तेरे प्यार में डूबारे होता है बाबा दिल हमारा कोई भी नहीं इस जहां में बड़ा कोई सा प्यारा तेरे प्यार में डूबा रहता है बाबा दिल हमारा तेरे प्यार में डूबा रहता है बाबा दिल मीठा ये अनुभव दे रहा है बरखा सावन सुखों का सारंग गहरे से हुआ गहरा रिश्ता ये हमारा तेरे प्यार में डूबा रहता है बाबा दिल हमारा तेरे प्यार में डूबा रहता है बाबा दिल जो मिला बाबा सब तुम्हीं से उठने लगे हैं कदम हमारे अब तो इस जमीन से जो मिला बाबा सब तुम्हीं से उठने लगे हैं कदम हमारे अब तो इस जमीन से आँखों से झलक रही तेरे प्यार में डूबा रहता है बाबा दिल हमारा तेरे प्यार में डूबा रहता है बाबा दिल हमारा कोई भी नहीं इस जहां तेरे प्यार में डूबा